cities across the state found creative ways to maintain and even broaden public access and government participation during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, even as some are taking that away, citing costs and staffing limits, state lawmakers are moving to keep the online access open. A collection of bills being considered by the legislature would preserve teleconferencing, meetings over Zoom, Facebook Live, YouTube and other virtual methods used during the year-long shutdown that allowed an often disenfranchised population to participate in government meetings. Single parents, disabled residents, homebound seniors and others were able, perhaps for the first time, to hear and see in real time the decisions being made by their elected officials. The move to governing online stems from an executive order Governor Gavin Newsom issued March 12, 2020, that allowed local legislative bodies to hold public meetings by teleconferencing because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but it required the meetings to be accessible telephonically or otherwise electronically to all members of the public. The order allowed agencies to waive a requirement of the Ralph M. Brown Act that meetings be held in person. The transition from in-person to virtual was shaky at first and had its drawbacks. The use of an app such as Zoom on a computer or smartphone requires an understanding of technology that not everyone has. Often, callers fumbled with the mute button or lost their place in line. Others struggled with background noise or the occasional interruption by a child or pet. Newsom's executive order was due to expire June 15, but the governor extended it through September 30, saying state and local agencies can continue to conduct virtual public meetings as needed and allow the public to observe and address meetings by phone or internet. But some communities have discontinued the more robust online options. And that is worrisome to those who advocate for broad public access. Active participation in government is the backbone of a strong democracy, said David Loy, legal director of the American Civil Liberties Union of San Diego and Imperial Counties. Public policy and state law should do everything possible to encourage, support and facilitate active and engaged civic participation through attendance at public meetings. Loy said jurisdictions must do all they can to increase access to meetings and remove barriers that hinder participation. He said their top priority should be transparency and accountability to the highest degree possible. A trio of state bills, Assembly Bills 703, 361 and 339, are working their way through the legislature and, if passed, would require or make it an option for cities and counties to continue offering virtual access for the public. AB 703 would improve and expand public access to meetings by allowing broader access through teleconferencing.